I know it's not sunny everywhere in the world right now, so I hope that this sunshine will come through the screen and warm you up and give you a great big hug. Shalom mishpachas Hadarah. I am out on a walk and it's a beautiful day. Praise Yahuwah. I just wanted to bring a little sunshine into your world today. I know that not everywhere in the world is sunny and bright. Look at that sky, right? All praise to Yahuwah. Hallelujah. My brother-in-law is a firefighter, so I know there's a lot going on in the world. And for those of you who are struggling through that, Yah be with you. Yah be with the families of those who have died. Yah be with those who are inhaling smoke instead of sunshine. I can't imagine being in the midst of that. So Yah be with you. A natural disaster is never easy. But even just going through winter is not easy. And that's why I wanted to make this video, because I grew up in Canada and I remember what winter is like. I still remember the long, cold, dark, dreary, snowy days where the only brightness was the snow. Yeah, I don't miss that at all. Being here right now in this sunshine, how can I not share it? Oh, look at the birds. Hold on. This is actually my favorite spot to come and walk. Anyway, the reason why I wanted to make this video today is not just to share sunshine with you. I know winter is difficult for a lot of people, whether or not you have a natural disaster going on. Just the dark, cloudy, rainy, snowy days that we have to live through going through the winter time. It's not easy. I was born and raised in Canada, and it seemed to me like the winters were everlasting. Summer hardly ever came, at least not long enough. I totally remember what it was like to be feeling alone and not having people to connect with or fellowship with. When I was still in Canada, that's actually where I wrote the song, I Need You Now. It was about 4 years ago. Even though I was married, I had to stay in Canada for like 2 years waiting on the process of immigration to be completed. And during that time, it was like so dramatic, the time that I spent with my husband here in California versus the time that I spent in Canada on my own. Even though I had friends in Canada, they were a good hour away and I just didn't see them that often. I was lonely for a very long time, even here in California being married. We didn't have a lot of fellowship for a while. It was me and my husband because we had separated from another group, and I left a comment on my community page saying, is there anybody in Madera or Fresno who wants to fellowship? And that's how we met new friends in the area who wanted to serve Yahuwah and praise Yah. You know, every month or so we gather together in person and have fellowship. It's a beautiful thing. 3-4 families, 2 to 3 depending on the week. And I want you to keep your eyes and your ears open for stuff like that. So I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to be lonely. And I just want to remind you that during those times when you feel the most alone, the best thing to do is pause. Pause and shift your focus. Firstly to Yahuwah, because he will never leave you nor forsake you. And he promised that you would never be alone. Cry out, Abba, Yah, I need you now. Yah, I need you now. And remember that you're never alone. After you pause and shift your focus toward Yahuwah, another thing you can do if you're struggling with connecting to him is go outside. I know winter is hard, but just smell the fresh air for a little bit. Remember that you're alive and that Yah is with you. Also, when you're outside, smile. You might see somebody you don't know outside, and don't be afraid to say hello. Yah bless you. You never know where that will lead. You're not the only one who's struggling, even though it feels like it right now. Yah is with you, and there are other people in this world who are struggling too. What can you do to offer them a little bit of hope, a little bit of peace, joy, love, even just a smile or an encouraging word? Maybe pick up the phone and call somebody you haven't spoken to in a long time. Maybe even do something as noble as sign up for a Big Brother or Big Sister program, or, foster kids. Like, there's a million things that we can do to shift our focus from ourselves to taking care of others. And finally, pause and remember that this time that you are living through right now, this is just for a season. Yah has a plan for your life that is greater than the moment that you are living in right now. Yah has a plan for your life that is greater than the moment you are living in right now. That means you have to push through that. You have to push through that to get to the other side and see what's waiting for you. Yah doesn't always tell you what's waiting for you. He wants you to trust in him. I'm going to leave a comment on this video for you all to gather under and say where you're from. That way, if there's anybody in your area, you might be able to connect with them too. You just never know. Just don't leave any specific details because the world is a crazy place and the internet is very large. But, leave your general area. Like I always say, I'm in Madera County. That's actually very big, Anyway, I'm going to finish my walk. Praise Yahuwah. I love you all. When I get back home, I'm going to work on some music, more music, because yes, I do want to release new music every quarter, at least a single, if not EP or album. It's all in the works. Yahuwah's will be done. Oh my goodness, there's a sheep. He's too far away for me to film. I could stay here and watch these sheep forever. They're so pretty. I wish I had a better zoom to share them with you. Can you see the sheep? They're too far away. I don't have one of those super zoomy cameras. I love those sheep. Flock of birds. Can you tell I'm distracted by nature? Hold on. I've got to get a better zoom. Oh, isn't that beautiful? My camera is not even doing it justice. A lot of these seasons that we have in life are temporary. They are seasons that will pass. And I just want you to remember that you're never alone. So, shalom. Have a beautiful, wonderful day in Yahuwah. Trust and believe he is with you through it all. Sunshine will come again. You're never alone. Shalom. Get more music and motivation for your spiritual journey at setapartheart.com.